Hello and what is up, guys? Today we're going to talk some more about the Brazil news, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on what actually happened in Brazil. So, let's begin with looking at this video for a quick recap on what is going on, and let's enable the sound a little bit. Let's not make it too loud though. Thousands of supporters for Brazil's former president stormed the Congress. Yeah, we know this, I covered this in the last video, that they went into the Supreme Court and presidential offices. Yeah, they were definitely similar to January 6th. Fascists all over the world are similarly stupid. That's a part of the ideology. You have to be basically brain dead to be part of it. Oh, and yeah, the stupid part about the Bolsonarists, they literally attacked when the Congress wasn't even in session. They tried a coup when there was nobody there. They tried to coup an empty building. Look at these idiots. They have no brain. Yeah, they claim the election was stolen. Yeah. That's with emphasis on the word claim. Yeah, and they demanded the military to make basically a military coup and stop Lula and implement. I don't know. They probably wanted Bolsonaro back, I guess. If they didn't want an even worse fascist dictator, I guess. Yeah, over 1,000 of the fascists were detained, rightfully so, and deserved. Maybe America should have some lessons from this, but no, in America we're just like, it's okay, you can try to coup us, it's okay, we won't arrest you. But here in Brazil, they got to pay for it. That's how you deal with it. America should learn a little bit from Lula. And in the future, if there's a coup, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Arrest them all. And yeah, they ordered to clear out the tents. Obviously, there were tents of people being outside of the city of Brasilia, the capital, and that was where the Bolsonaros were, and then eventually went in and they tried to coup the place. Yeah, protests have been happening there for months. Bolsonaro also fled to Florida. This is the funniest shit. We're gonna come back to it. Oh yeah, and he was being investigated. Okay. So he condemned it, but this is the thing about it. They can condemn it publicly to get public support, but simultaneously they do support it, and they are the reason for these actions. These fascists don't just try to coup out of nowhere. Bolsonaro said the election was questionable or maybe slightly rigged or whatever, and that's gonna make the people angry, and they're gonna try to coup. It's his fault, completely. Yeah, Lula obviously condemned the storming, and he said just like full arrest. Totally support that. Yeah, that is a good move. At this point, you probably have to do whatever you can do. And Lula actually did a very, very good job at how you deal with the fascists. Biden did not. The Democrats did not. At least the mainstream Democrats. And this is a major problem. If you allow these movements to grow, then you will get into even worse positions, and eventually they may succeed in the coup attempt. We were lucky this time that they didn't. And Bolsonaro supporters thought the army were their friends. This is so funny. This is really funny, guys. Oh wait, let's actually. So yeah, they're cheering on the army. By the way, look at these hogs. Oh my god. The funny part is, let me tell you this. The funny part is, right after the military arrived, the military arrested the people who thought the military were their friends. They thought the military would be like, okay, yeah, we're coming in and cooing this place. No, the military came in to arrest them. It's just so funny. That's like, oh my gosh, these people are so delusional. They didn't even have military support, and they thought they could establish a military coup. And then, to get military support, they go outside of the barracks and beg them to help in overthrowing a democratically elected government. That's not how the military works. I mean, the military is usually pretty right wing and can do some pretty bad shit. But the military doesn't just participate in a coup out of nowhere. Usually, you'll have to promise the military something, and there's no politicians to promise it because it's all just random ass Brazilians who went there tried to destroy things. There's no politicians behind them. There's no politicians saying like, "Oh, military, you can have a ton of money if you do the coup." No, they didn't even try to pander to the military. They just said, "Please help us." And yeah, the military didn't. So that's what happens. That's what happens. Anyways, so where is Bolsonaro in all this? Well, the funniest shit is he went to hospital because of a supposed injury from being stabbed in 2018, and all of a sudden he goes to the hospital when gets hits the fan in Brazil, and the guy literally being in Florida celebrating, I don't know, probably not celebrating, but eating his damn luxury food like all the other fascists from Latin America. Florida is their perfect destination. And yeah, the guy goes to hospital just to get out of the media or get out of the crime investigation or whatever. The point is, this guy is such a coward. He just ran away completely. Even though he wasn't even in the country, he ran away. Isn't that embarrassing? Yeah. So, these guys who think Bolsonaro is cool, Bolsonaro is the biggest coward in the world. And let's finish off with Tucker, who's busy lying about Brazil again. So, let's take a look at what he's got to say.
Consider what is happening tonight in Brazil. So thanks to what was very clearly a rigged election, a convicted criminal...
He's got no evidence for this being a rigged election whatsoever. Lula was also cleared of all charges after the criminal allegations. Once he was released from prison, he was cleared of all charges, meaning that he could run for president. You wouldn't be able to run for president if you had criminal charges on you.
Called Lula da Silva is now the president of the most important country in South America.
That's the one thing he's right. It's the most important country of South America. And luckily, the fascists failed.
Millions of people in Brazil understand exactly what happened. They know that their democracy has been hijacked, possibly...
Again, he's got no evidence whatsoever for this. There's no evidence at all. They just make up lies because that's what they do when they lose. They're so pissed that they lose that they have to make up lies.
Forever. But there's not much they can do about that. Lula may be a criminal, in fact he is, but he has the full support of both the Biden administration and the Chinese government.
Yeah, okay, sure. No, it's not the reason why they failed. They failed because they're brain that they don't even know how to stage a coup. They probably even could have gotten the military on their side. I don't know exactly what where the military's loyalties are, but I'm sure they could have bought the military if they were offering the military something. But no, they were sitting outside like begging for the military to help them. That's not how you convince the military. The military is convinced by money and money alone. They had no money to show for, so the military arrested them. I'm just hoping that Lula might not give out the money to them, but yeah. Don't fund the military, guys. They usually aren't the good guys.
So yesterday, in frustration, a group of Brazilian protesters swarmed their legislature. Watch.
Yeah, look at these idiots. Look at these idiots trying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and Fox News obviously sitting here like, oh my gosh, they are so good, these people. They're just doing a coup against the illegal election. And the proof is, well, I think so, so you should trust me, guys, please. No. I won't. Look at these brutes, man. Look at these. They're completely brutal. With no brain. This guy's also being used as propaganda. Dude, if you break into a government, I said this last video about this particular clip. If you try to break in and destroy a democracy, institute a coup, and probably repress a dictatorship that will murder people, I don't give a shit that you're injured. Why would I care? You try to injure tens of thousands of people, and you sit there, oh my god, I got injured. No, You tried to do this to other people. Now you got what you deserved. Oh no, not so funny sitting outside of the government building when people are shooting at you. Oh no, better run, guys, better run. This got way too serious way too quickly. We only thought we were making a coup. Oh no. Also, why the cowboy larp from the police officers, by the way?
Now, you may actually have seen some of that video in the United States over the last couple of days, and you saw it because it has political uses. What's happened in Brazil is being likened to January 6th.
Yeah, because it is, you stupid.
And of course, populist leaders in this country are being blamed for it. Oh,
Populist leaders? Your guys' populists are fake populists. They don't care about the people. What have the Republicans ever done for the working class? Nothing. They're fake populists, every single one of them. They don't give a shit. If populist is being a fascist, no, that is not populism. Populism is leftism. Not some of this stupid shenanigans where you're supposed to coup countries and invade them and a bunch of other shit that the fascists want. No, that's not
it
populism.
was Trump and Steve Bannon who did it. That's not true, but even if it were true, it would be just the tail end of the story. It would be the result of something that happened before. So the obvious question
Okay, so you mean that the election is the fault, huh? But the elections, again, there's tons of evidence that the election was perfectly fine and one of the most secure election in the history of the United States. Stop lying. Plus, Democrats didn't do a coup in 2016 when Hillary Clinton got more votes than Donald Trump. We could have could them right there. They would have deserved it. Absolutely. Oh well, let's not talk about maybe maybe that was a little bit too far. But the point is, the Democrats didn't coup them. The Democrats didn't try to coup, even when we had a majority and you guys still won. And now you're crying when you lost with 8 million votes. It wasn't even close. Now, at least in Brazil it was a little bit closer, but it was still a few million votes more to Lula.
question is, why are protesters in Brazil so angry? Well, they're angry because the new Lula government has eliminated their most basic civil liberties.
Proof, proof, proof. He's got no evidence whatsoever. Just lying.
Lula is working to turn Brazil into a Chinese-style
He's got no proof whatsoever. He's just lying again. Fear-mongering as usual.
dictatorship, and he's doing it very quickly with maximum aggression.
No! She's got no proof! You're just saying shit. Now, I agree. I do say shit too. But my shit is at least accurate. And my audience can look up what the shit I say. Okay? This guy, though, he is in front of television, in front of millions of Americans, and I'm a random little guy on YouTube, okay? And even then, I am more factually accurate than him. Ain't that a little bit embarrassing, Tucker, huh?
Now, our media don't want to talk about that. They refuse to. Why? Well, for reasons that should make you very nervous.
Aren't you a part of the media? You're talking about it, and apparently you're talking about it like if it's fully justified. Aren't you a part of the media? Isn't Fox News the biggest news agency in the United States? And you're blaming the media for not talking about it when you're talking about it in a way that causes actual harm? Are you delusional? What earth do you live on? Goddamn crazy, dude. Tucker Carlson is so lost. There wasn't a single thing that guy, Tucker Carlson, said that was right. Dude, this entire thing. All lies. Nothing but lies. Anyways, that is it. Again, I'm very proud of you Brazilians. You stood up. You did what was needed today. Or, well, actually a few days ago. But you did what was needed and you've saved your country. But remember that these fascists, they won't sleep. They'll come back. Perhaps they'll try again. Perhaps they'll try some other shit. Perhaps they'll try a civil war like the hogs are for right now. Who knows? But stay safe, Stay calm. It's going to be okay. And we need to really appreciate what Lula's done for this country. That's it. Strem out, everybody.